Rimaniamo nel vino e nelle ospitalità. Abbiamo adesso Ferruccio Ferragamo.
Let's discuss one in hospitality. We have Ferruccio Ferragamo, president of Il Borro.
Allora, complimenti dalle immagini, già si capisce.
Congratulations. From the images we've seen, we realize your place is great. We invited you to give us, the case history of this product. Il Borro is in line with everything we mentioned about hospitality, catering, wine tourism. You touch, all the aspects of this sector. How did Il Borro come to life? Well, thank you, David, for having me today. It is an honor and a pleasure to be here today with this panel of entrepreneurs. Well, you have some digits more compared with what we do at Il Borro. We started thanks to our free time and because we wanted to diversify everything in our family. Well, as a family and individually. I used to go hunting at Il Borro. Stefano knows it. And
ho conosciuto questa bellissima proprietà.
I found this beautiful estate that needed to be looked after because it had been neglected. So
grosso impegno.
It was a huge commitment for us.
Abbiamo fatto delle diversità.
As a family, we decided to diversify and to start new sectors. We were focused on fashion very much at the beginning, but we wanted to diversify our interests. So it has been challenging, I have to say. When did the initial investment happen? 1994. So it's been 30 years now, yeah.
Come diceva Stefano,
as Stefano said,
aver potuto avere le risorse per farlo.
We had, of course, the resources to do it. And
un mio simpatico suocero che avevano avuti diversi nella vita, ma
my father-in-law, one of my fathers-in-law was an Englishman who worked in finance. And he told me, Ferruccio, you don't need a show factory to restore this place. You need a money factory. Unfortunately, I didn't have a money factory, but I could invest in the land, in the refurbishment.
Che ci ha stato un po' l'inizio. Quando acquistai questa
When I bought this estate, and it was my investment, so just for my family and for me, I said, I'm not buying it for hunting purposes, but we won't be producing wine. I think there is a potential for hospitality. Then my son, Salvatore, and Vittoria, and many of our collaborators, we have 200 collaborators. So my son told me,
ha una lunga storia Valdarno di Sopra, però
that Valdarno di Sopra
E gli disse, guarda,
is not to gear towards tourism, but he told me the soil is great, the climate is perfect because we are protected by the mountain in the north. So he convinced me
nel 98 e fu un vino anche
to start
molto buono.
with vineyards. We produced our first wine in 1998. It was very good, so I was basically forced to do it. We then focused on wine as well as hospitality and catering.
Visto un po' il progetto un po' tutto insieme.
So we've seen the project as a whole, and it was based on sustainability. I can say I'm obsessed with sustainability because I think it is a duty to consider sustainability first.
Al nostro mondo.
We have to protect our word. I used to do it as I worked in Ferragamo. We listed Ferragamo on the stock exchange 12 years ago. I always believed in sustainability, so I think you know it. And
abbiamo fatto I ristoranti perché pensavamo.
We started with everything, with the restaurants, because we thought they were complementary to hospitality. We
Siamo autosufficienti.
Worked on our energy, we are self-sufficient, and we also sell part of what we produce. So this is one of the resources that support
dell'azienda questo ci porta
books. This helps us grow
lento
in a very slow fashion, I would say.
Grandi salti. Quest'anno abbiamo avuto un primo semestre
We had a good first semester for hospitality with an increase of 37%.
molto buono.
It has been a very positive year,
Nel primo semestre
especially in the first semester.
realizzato, quindi
I think this has been seen, this is a trend that could be seen worldwide.
l'attività che noi facciamo,
This, along with all of our activities,
una cosa, devo dire, ho tanti bravi collaboratori che non mi smetto mai di, molto giovani, abbiamo un'età media di 36 anni.
helped us grow it. We have many employees. They're very young, average age is 36 years old. They come from the area.
Attività dove molto disparate perché le tre attività maggiori sono
Our main activities are the ones I mentioned, but then we have
pecore,
sheep, horses, 120 horses
attenzione, quindi non è uno sfizio. Poi abbiamo
that we horse. Then we have the land we cultivate.
in fila e far sì che ogni reparto
Having everything work
il suo contributo all'azienda
and be profitable
un lavoro
is quite a demanding job. I love it.
per me un grosso cambiamento di
It has been a huge change of field.
dove ho dedicato molta della mia vita
I dedicated most of my life to the fashion house.
la moda e il food, eccetera. Ci sono molte similitudini.
You mentioned earlier the connection between fashion and food. There's a huge connection between beauty and wine, beauty and perfumes.
Sono comparabili.
So I think there are some common grounds. I enjoy so much this work. I learn every day from everyone.
Cambiato
And I can say that I changed my life completely.
A parte che comincia a avere dei numeri interessanti.
Well, the figures we're seeing are interesting. You said zero is missing, but it will come. How is it to never split between the three main activities? Well, hospitality, as I said,
crescendo molto
is growing quite well. Wine is also doing well.
per forza.
We had excellent performances this year.
Facciamo una buona distribuzione nei nostri ristoranti,
We have a good distribution to our restaurants, 8 restaurants.
Si chiamano Tuscan Bistro Il Borro.
They are called Tuscan Bistro Il Borro. We have 5 of them in Italy and 3 abroad, 1 in Dubai, 1 in London, and 1 in Crete, Greece.
Siamo in trattative per altre 3 location.
We are looking to open in Monte Carlo,
Singapore, il terzo
and the third one would be in Bahrain.
Pensiamo che la formula sia una buona.
And we think we have a good formula. We see customers who visited our restaurants in Dubai. It is a franchise. It is complex, but not as much because we have a partner managing it. So we have customers who went to our restaurants in Dubai and then come to visit Il Borro. So there is a cross-selling effect. Yes, exactly. So you said catering, maybe hospitality accounts for the biggest share. I think almost 50% of the share. Then we have wine and then restaurants.
E l'ospitalità è quante suite camere?
How many suites or rooms does Il Borro have, or how many you will have shortly? We have Il Borro, and we're also managing
Palazzo Ferroni.
Palazzo Ferroni. We have a long-term contract. It was managed by my mother, but in a very romantic way, because she refurbished it, but she didn't like having customers, having guests, because they ruin it. So there were lots of losses. So my brothers were very happy to pass this on to me. They wanted to gift it to me. And this building is close to Florence, so that would be 120 rooms, and then 200 rooms in Il Borro, and we want to add a further 25 suites. So it will be medium-sized. Hotel. Well, not hotel, but so-called hotel diffuso. Well, we set ourselves an ambitious goal. We don't want to be open seasonally, so until November, and then open in April. We want to be open all year round. Of course, to help our employees, because we have excellent employees. We train them. And we also want to organize activities connected to our company. So, for example, on the 25th, we have Grape Festival. Then we have olives, harvesting. So organizing all these different activities, or truffle season, for example, everything you do in the countryside, we want to be able to be open all year round. Do you have projects in terms of wellness, spa? Yes. It is an important activity for us because guests like horse riding or riding a bike or hitting the grain would be, going to the spa. So we recently opened one. We probably will dedicate a spa in the estate we recently purchased, but we want to do this with a partner because we think it's very specific. Are both of your sons operative, working for the company? Yes, Salvatore was in Korea. He visited Japan. He needs to go to China now. While my daughter
Mia figlia, che è la numero 5 dei miei 6 figli,
My fifth daughter, number 5 or 6, she works on the small projects, so visits.
i cavalli, dell'orto,
She takes care. She manages horses and
60 giorni l'anno.
land plot, so everything we need in order to be able to be open all year round. So you are already developing a restaurant, so there will be more than 10. Do you think this is going to be scalable, or do you think Il Borro will be the only
Dobbiamo un po' vedere, ascoltare, capire.
estate in Tuscany, so you won't open other hotels? Well, we have to,
Il finanziamento è finito. Ora il Borro deve crescere.
understand what to do. Financing time is over. We have to be able to grow by ourselves.
Focalizzati.
We're very focused. We're very
Piccolissime realtà di allargare il perimetro.
attentive. If there are very small
Sì, qualcosa che possa aiutare.
opportunities, small realities, we will be able to extend our activity both from the hospitality standpoint and from the wine standpoint. Of course, all of our hotels have Il Borro wines, and restaurants have Il Borro wines, then cheeses,
Delle cose tutte biologiche.
honey. It's all organic. I'm very happy to say that, very proud to say that we are 100% organic since 2006.
Ed è il terzo anno che facciamo un bilancio di sostenibilità.
And this is the third year we are
Credo che sia un impegno e
drafting our sustainability report. I think this is something we
rilassarsi perché credo che la sostenibilità
care very much about. We don't have to relax. Sustainability is a duty, but customers want to have a product that's good, it's beautiful, so it is a starting point being sustainable, right? Yes. Well, congratulations once again, and thank you for your time.